my name is Miranda, and I decided that I wanted to try to make videos about my experiences of being a military wife. I've been with my husband for almost 2 years, and he just recently joined the Marines, and things have been a little bit complicated, and I was going around the internet trying to find everything I can about, when he's graduating boot camp to things going on with MCT. Right now, my husband, he's currently at MCT, Camp Pendleton. He's actually almost done with Camp Pendleton, and then he'll be moving on to North Carolina. And I just wanted to talk, let people know about my experiences of so far of being a military wife, and then I would continue to share my experiences on, moving and how boot camp, graduation, and everything went, like the letters and that kind of thing. Like to start off with, boot camp, everybody was saying it was so hard. I mean, yeah, it was hard because you're away from the one that you love for 3 months, and you get snail mail depending on how badly your husband wants to write to you, or your boyfriend, or if he's willing to break the rules, because my husband wrote me most of the time when he wasn't supposed to write me. So I got a couple letters a week, whereas I know some people barely got one a week, maybe even less than that. The only part that was hard, because my husband, he went to boot camp at MCRD San Diego. The only part that was hard was when he went to Camp Pendleton for second phase, because that time of 3 weeks, mail, it didn't go in and out at all, so it was just really slow. And my husband, he had told me that he didn't get mail from me for a long time, and then once he finally did, it was like this big huge pile of mail that he had to spend a long time reading. For graduation and family day, yeah, family day was the day before graduation, and we got to spend some time with him, and it was nice. And I remember reading about mothers and grandmothers have the rights to his arm. And when I went, the only his mom or his grandparents, they didn't go, but my mom and my grandma went, and I was able to be on his arm the whole time. Really, nobody said anything, because I heard that if a Marine was seen with a young woman on his arm when they was older, grandma and moms, they would have been talked to. But my husband, he wasn't talked to at all. And I remember they were saying that your Marine is going to drag you all the way back and forth, and I know some did, but we mostly just sat down in one place. We sat in our van and talked and listened to all of his experiences, and it was not a chaotic, really, day. I mean, it was really exciting getting to see him again, for the first time in 3 months. So that was really cool. I mean, that was all the motivational run. That was something exciting, because it's the first time you get to see your beloved one, and you get to see him run, and you get to see him do it in a little formation, and you have to make as much noise as you want to, because the drill instructors want you to, cheer them on, because they've been working for really, really hard the past 3 months. And it was just really exciting. Oh, remember when you go on to MCRD to have your driver's license, of course, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. I'm sure it says that somewhere else, but my mom didn't, I didn't know exactly what we needed. I didn't find it. But they let us on base anyway, even though we didn't have our registration. Our car was registered, but anyway. And my husband, he actually was home for longer than 10 days. That was because he graduated December 9th, and, the holidays were coming up, and MCT didn't start until January 3rd. So right now it's January 26th. Yeah, January 26th, and he's been there since January 3rd. And he's actually graduating from MCT on Tuesday. Also, if you live next to the MCT, I mean, this is from my experience, MCT, because he's at Camp Pendleton. I live only 2 hours away from Camp Pendleton. So I have been able to see him every single weekend, well, except for last weekend, because he was in the field doing, learning all weapons and that kind of thing, camping for 10 days. But I was able to see him every single weekend. And the last weekend, he had Liberty both Saturday and Sunday. And this weekend that's coming up, his last weekend, is an overnight Liberty. So we get to rent a hotel room, and he gets to stay the night with me. And then I'm actually staying at a hotel on Camp Pendleton because I'm going to be staying at the hotel until Tuesday, until he graduates. So I'm going to be there for 3 days, but he's only going to be there for one night, and I want it to be, safe. For the place I'm staying at, it's $92 a night. I mean, yeah, that's not cheap or anything, but I think it'll be worth it. And I know on their Liberty, they're allowed to go off base. I mean, this overnight Liberty. The other Liberties, they had to stay on base. Actually, they kind of had to stay in their area. So this weekend, we're going to explore San Diego. Maybe we'll go to the zoo or SeaWorld. I don't know, but we'll find out when we get there. And I know a lot of people have been wondering about like the day before MCT graduation, like there's a moto run. I am not exactly sure if there is or not. I haven't heard anything except for what I've heard on like groups and stuff. But once I find out, I'll definitely let you guys know. Also, I'll let you guys know about the first time moving, because I looked all over the internet and I couldn't find anything about moving for the first time, like after he graduates from MOS school. So I figured that I would, start doing blogs to give everybody information that I was so desperately trying to find, but I couldn't. So yeah. Oh, also, if you go on base to visit your loved one at MCT, make sure obviously you have your license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. And if you're driving a car that's not yours, you need a notarized slip, basically saying that you're allowed to use that person's vehicle, and then you should be no problem getting on base. I haven't had problems at all. So I mean that's good. And Camp Pendleton is a really big base, so when you get on to base, it probably takes another 20 minutes to get to where the School of Infantry is. It's insane. So for now, this is all I have to talk, like information I have right now. But I will after this weekend, I'll come back and let people know about how MCT graduation went, how that overnight Liberty, and if there was anything on the Monday that they were allowed to do. And then once I finally get a hold of moving, I'll let you guys know. So, alright, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all next time.